on, come on.
Come on, come on! Yeah! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Greetings, and prepare for the amazing. What you will see is great racing. They got skills from front to back. These lobbies are stacked, stacked, stacked. Enjoy the racing at its best. Battles waged from first to last. The action is wall to wall. We will cover it all. Here we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, we're all here to be entertained. These drivers go hard and not restrained. Cheer for your favorite, you will not regret the spectacle you watch. You will never forget, 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 forget. Come on, come on. Enjoy the racing at its best. Battles waged from first to last. The action is wall to wall. We will cover it all. Here we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Enjoy the racing at its best. Battles waged from first to last. The action is wall to wall. Fast Ginger covers it all. Here we go.
And I think I just had the microphone off, so you haven't heard me say anything. So, hello, I'm Fast Ginger, and I'm a moron, and I am bringing you the Streetcar Challenge, or Showdown, Streetcar Showdown. And we are in streetcars in Sport Soft and Sport Medium and Sport Hard tires. Performance points of 550, I believe it is. And all of these cars are in the 90s, I believe it is. So we'll run through here again real quick. Uncle Jesse here in a Testarossa. Ricky B also in a Testarossa. J-Mac in a Ford. SBR with the penalty in a Subaru. Ray Brago in the Subaru as well. Rottenkraut in a Porsche 911, being quickly followed by English Andy in a Subaru. Don P. Subaru. Q Subaru. Matt Nissan 180. Chevy here in a Volvo. Jim Shady in a Testarossa. So majority are split between Ferraris and Subarus and a few other brands sprinkled in throughout. And we have fuel usage at ×3 for this race. And I believe tires may be about the same, so should see a few pit stops here for the race. And maybe just one, because fuel's not going to be much of an issue. One pit stop should get you through the race, and then the tires, softs won't make it through. So there's a medium. Are you going to go with mediums, or are you going to go hards? So most likely mediums will make it through to the end of the race once the softs wear out. But we are here, Dragon Trail, Seaside in reverse. I've got the track layout, but it is not the reverse layout. So 17 is actually turn 1, and that's where Jim Shady is right now. So he goes through 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 is the death chicane, or the death chicken. Trying to think of Polo Mort. So he goes through there. I think it actually is a little easier to go through this direction than the other. So then you got this hairpin here. It's kind of increasing radius and then up the hill. And then pretty flat out through there. Well, but probably not in these cars. It wouldn't be flat out. Definitely not to the bottom of the hill. But let's see here. So we've got Ricky B is on pole for now. Jim Shady is in second place. SBR has moved up into fourth place. Get rid of that. And then, so let's see here if we can find anybody coming close to the finish lines. Here we are. So Ray's going to come across. Matt here is going to come across. Does not change. See J-Mac here is towards the end of his lap. Who is this up here? Here we go. See what Chevy can do. See if he can increase his lot in life up from 9th. This is a high-speed track, so it's probably going to benefit the Ferraris since there are so many high-speed sections of this course. So we have Ricky B here on the pole in a Testarossa. Then Jim Shady also in a Ferrari into second place. Jim Shady has moved up to first place in pole. Ricky B is down to second place. Ricky B here, and then Uncle Jesse is in third. SBR in the Subaru, which is the fourth place, which is the first non-Ferrari. English Andy here up to fifth. Matt here. Come on, cameraman. There he goes. Picks up Matt here into sixth place. Seventh place is the Ford. A little wide, but keeping it on the runoff there. Rottenkraut Indy Porsche 911. Got pretty raked to the front there, looks like. Got that rear end up in the air and the nose down. Nose down, ass up on that 911. Don P here appears to be doing the same thing with the rake of that car. And speaking of rake, he's raking that rear end across the Armco. Don't see 4 fan in here today, so we're missing the S2000. Uncle Jesse has called it and is in the pits in 3rd place. Ricky B here still on provisional pole. Jim Shady coming down through the last bit of S's and then flat out from here till the start finish line. So we'll see what he can do with his lap time here. See if he can increase. It's funny how it's most of the drivers get their best laps in the first 2 or 3 laps, and then it's just a matter of running and not improving, mainly because the tires are degrading as they go. We're down here by the seaside to see all the yachts and cruise ships docked at the shore. Fans gathering around the death chicane. And SBR here. His final lap coming down the hill with a half-second penalty, so don't think I would really worry about making it. And he does not, so he goes into the pits. Ricky B here is done with his flashers on. Uncle Jesse's in the pits. English Andy is drifting out of the final 2 turns. His James Hunt helmet. And across the line to stay right where he's at, I'm sure. And then here comes Matt right behind him. See if he can make an improvement. He do not. Is that J-Mac coming across? No. Is that Chevy? There's Chevy. Q coming across here. Can he get up out of 11th place? And across the line. No improvement. Chevy comes across the line. No improvement. Jim Shady's still. No. I think everybody's done by now. Just waiting for time to run out. Oh, Rottenkraut seems to have gotten across the line to get in another lap around. It says it's his out lap, so it's not really going to count towards anything anyway, because so we are 12 minutes out. The system is just driving those cars willy-nilly, getting in Rottenkraut's way there. With that big wang on the back of it. J-Mac one getting his way. Swinging around the outside, touching grass. And that's the end of qualifying there. So let's see here what we've got. We have on pole, not Jim Shady in the Testarossa, 153.9. Ricky B, Testarossa. Uncle Jesse, Testarossa. SBR, Impreza. English Andy in the Impreza. Matt in the 180SX. Nissan. J-Mac in the Escort. Rottenkraut in the 911. TPC in the Estate Wagon. Don P, Impreza. Q, Impreza. And Ray also in an Impreza. So I wasn't aware there were two different Imprezas, a 99 and a 98. So that does it for qualifying. Let's go ahead and take a look at our standings for this series so far. Jim Shady is in the lead with 62 points, ahead of Matt in the Nissan, J-Mac in the Ford in third, Forfan in the Honda in fourth, TP Chevy in the Volvo, SBR in sixth, Don P, Uncle Jesse down there in eighth, Buttonkraut in ninth, Castro 10th, McLam 11th, Doris in 12th, English Andy 13th, myself did one race in 14th, and Red Fox in 15th. So it looks like we are about to start the event. 40 minutes here around Dragon Trail, Seaside, reverse in Croatia. And here we go. Get every, spectate. Oh, that's what I wanted there. There we go, display all. Okay, so here we are. We are ready for this. Should be kind of uneventful here for the first corner. You know, the cars are doing some crazy bouncing. All right, here we go. Jim Shady got one heck of a lead on the crew. I don't know what the system there did, but it gave him quite the lead. Everybody's getting through turn one here safely. So we got everybody through. Q gets a little wide. Let's get up here to Jim Shady, who got an instantaneous 1 second lead at the beginning of the race. Everybody's coming through the death chicane. Looks like everybody made it. Chevy may have bumped a little bit. Don P, a little bit of side-to-side action there. SBR trying to make a move on those Ferraris, but those Ferraris are stretching their legs out on these straight stretches here. Ooh, we got Chevy back there in the back, has a little spinner. See what happened here. Just got a little wide, and Q takes him out. So Jim Shady here in the lead. Uncle Jesse in second. Ricky B third. SBR in fourth. English Andy fifth. Matt in sixth. J-Mac seventh. Back here, Rotten Kraut in eighth place. Don P in ninth. Ray Barago in 10th. And then we've got Q here in 11th and TPC Chevy in the final position, but making his way back towards the front. Jim Shady is moving out. He's over 2 seconds in the lead, and we've got, thought maybe some people were coming in for a quick dash. Kind of a different strategy for pit stops, I thought maybe. All right, Chevy has moved it up against Ray Barago. See if we can find some. Oh, Ray just goes a little wide there at the bottom of the hill, allowing Chevy to get through. No problem there. So Jim Shady through first set. Oh, Ricky B getting it sideways, allowing Uncle Jesse to catch up with him. Got a lot of lag going on here, so not sure if that's what it looks like to these drivers in the cars, but it's what it looks like to us. Uncle Jesse's fallen back into fourth place. SBR has been able to get around him. So he's making a fight back there for third place. Power of that Ferrari going up that hill compared to that Subaru. Oh, we've got a couple inside of each other and then into each other there. That was kind of creepy. So, all right, we got SBR on the outside. Uncle Jesse's going around there. English Andy has moved up into third place through some of those squirrely sections there that were bumping and grinding. Uncle Jesse's pushed back to the back. Ooh, English Andy goes wide, allowing SBR to go through and Matt to go through. And Uncle Jesse has also gotten through. Uncle Jesse here against Matt, side by side down the front stretch, but Uncle Jesse with the power and the speed of that Ferrari will make the pass. See if Matt can fight back through it here in turn one. Maybe a little bit better handling of that Nissan. Definitely pinching it in and gets over there beside him, but then the Testarossa will stretch its legs and get out in front of him here through the straight stretch ahead of the Death Chicane. The Death Chicane may rear its ugly head here. Whoa, we've got some horrendous lag going on here. It's the kind of lag that makes you uncomfortable to try to make any kind of move on anybody because you just don't know if they're going to be there or not, or if it's going to just spike you right into each other. Chevy has moved up here onto Q, so he's trying to work his way back towards the front. Jim Shady with a 4-second lead over the rest of the crowd here. Ricky B has got a 2-second lead on SBR. SBR kind of consolidated that third place over top of Uncle Jesse here, who's finally got his car going the right direction now again. But now, so we've got a fight here between 5, 6, and 7th. Goes Andy here, Matt coming down the hill. This was goes Andy's nemesis last lap. He got a good run out of that last corner there. Can he get the pass done through here on the front straight across the line? Maybe J-Mac is slotted in right behind Matt. Can he get a slingshot through? He gave him a little bump there, I think, so I think he's going to try to work that. I think maybe these three need to work together to try to get towards the pointy end of the pack here. Seems to be the race going on here. Roddenkraut has moved up and slowly getting up there towards those three drivers. Got that crazy helicopter driver there just about landing onto the racetrack. Got to be kind of harrowing to come through that little tunnel section to a helicopter flying 10 feet off your pavement. English Andy going a little wide. Matt got a good run. Can he get him going up the hill? It's a drag race. It looks like English Andy's got him, and he's got the inside of that line, so he's got the preferred line through there. And Matt make a move down here at the bottom of the hill. Missed apex there. He's going way wide there. There, he got it. Can he do something going down into this next 90-degree left-hander here at the bottom of the hill? Making a little move there. So go back up here. Let's run through the pack here. Jim Shady in first place by 5 seconds. He seems to be almost a second faster, over a lap faster per lap. So he's we're only on lap 4 and he's 5 seconds ahead. Ricky B here in second place, followed by SBR in third. Uncle Jesse trying to track him down in the to get at a 1-2-3 Ferrari. English Andy covering the inside of that to keep Matt behind him. Matt got a better exit. Is he going to make a move into See what I mean? The way that it's kind of lagging like that, and you just don't have faith that the cars aren't going to come together. So Jim Shady has used 2/3 of a tank of gas and very little tires, so tires don't seem to be much of a concern. Ricky B has definitely used a little bit more tire and a little bit more fuels. Uncle Jesse he's on par with Jim Shady, so so is SBR. English Andy's used a little bit more fuel, still got good tire usage. Matt here, good fuel, not bad on tires. J-Mac has used up a little bit more tire. Rotten Kraut, a little more fuel and no tires use. Hardly. Don P's looking good for tire and fuel usage. Big ass Volvo's doing really good with the fuel and doing really good with tires, so maybe that's to his advantage. Maybe he's got a fuel map issue here and he's just going to try to go for the long haul, try to stretch it out, not have to take on as much fuel towards the end and make up some time that way. So right now we don't really have much of an issue with tires or fuel that we need to pay attention to, so still got a little bit of a race here going. Let's see where these cars are here. Looks like everybody's kind of getting a little bit spread out here. So it's just a matter of hitting your marks and making sure you don't make any mistakes. So we got 4 seconds ahead of Ricky B, who is almost 4 seconds ahead of Uncle Jesse, who's 1.2 seconds ahead of SBR. And then it looks like we're just going, probably got about 2 seconds, 1 to 2 seconds between each of the next drivers here. There's Andy's, followed by Matt, followed by J-Mac. Rotten Kraut back there. Don P's 9 seconds behind Rotten Kraut. Don P here is just 3 seconds, now 4 seconds back from Don P, or he's 4 seconds ahead of Chevy. I have a feeling Chevy will get a few of those seconds back. Don P getting a little wide there. Jim Shady here still. He has lost a little bit of time, but maybe he has taken his foot off the accelerator a little bit and starting a little bit of saving maybe. He knows he has the pace in the car, so there's no reason to push it to the limits on every lap when you know that you've got some speed and pace in hand. This way you can save a little bit of fuel and a little bit of tires and take that part out of the equation. Definitely got those corners through the death chicane down pretty good there. See, bumpy rumble strips there. Definitely revving out that Subaru. Ooh. That was a scary moment there. That's definitely not good for the tires. Looks like he's using a little bit more rear tire than he is front tire. Those are some fairly slow shifts, so that's probably not the standard transmission, but maybe semi-race so they're not really super quick shifts. So we got Jim Shady still here in first place by 3.8 seconds. Seems to be kind of keeping it at that level there. Ricky B here in his Ferrari. Uncle Jesse here in his Ferrari. So we are a 1-2-3 Ferrari. SBR here in fourth place, the first of the Subarus. So we got two Subarus and a Nissan here. J Mac in the only Ford Escort RS. I had a friend growing up when we both got out of college. He got a Ford Escort GT off the showroom floor. Black. Had that car for quite a while. And I got a used Nissan Pulsar NX with the T-tops and the removable back hatch. 5-speed, love that car. So let's see here. So Ferrari still in the lead by 4 seconds, or it could be still in second. SBR has gotten around Uncle Jesse. What happened to Uncle Jesse? See if we can see anything here. Nope, we missed it. We're just rambling and babbling along here. So somewhere Uncle Jesse must have made a mistake somewhere and let SBR get back through. So we can keep an eye on this little race here for a little bit. Since they seem to be about the closest race going right at the moment. So I'll stick right here. He can definitely catch him in the fast, high-speed parts of the track. SBR may make a little bit better move through here, through these chicanes. A little kiss of the wall there, and that slowed him down a little bit. Going up this hill is where Uncle Jesse will be able to make up some time on him. Getting a wide berth there. Late entry. Trying to get a good run up the hill on the Subaru. Not that big of a move yet on him. Sliding down through there. That was a good apex by Jesse. SBR is able to get almost a second ahead of him there through the twisty bits there. Subaru doing a little bit better through the curvy sections, but now we're getting ready to head into a fast section here. Oh, and SBR has gone off the track, allowing Uncle Jesse to get back through. Uncle Jesse keep it on the road to keep the position. He does. And he will try to get away from SBR with the superior power. Well, he's actually losing time to SBR, so the Subaru's flying down the front straight. Kind of surprises me that the Ferrari was able to spread out through that corner, and the Subaru was making up his time in the straight section. So must have that car trimmed out pretty good for straight speed. This time Jesse hit the wall a little bit where SBR hit it last time. We're getting ready to come up here through on the spot where SBR was able to make up some space. Getting the draft of that Testarossa. Get behind that big booty. See if he can get some speed. Make a pass going downhill. Uncle Jesse got through that section a little bit better. 0.8 seconds ahead. Now that time has come down. Oh, now it's coming back up. SBR running off the road a little bit there. Taking a little too much speed through that corner. Then Uncle Jesse will make it down the hill here. Keep it on the tarmac here. Definitely did. Got it at 1 second, but can SBR claw some of that time back? Nope, he's starting it. Here it comes. He's starting to claw back. That Subaru humming down that front straight. Alright, better take a look at... Oh. I thought SBR went a little wide there. Anchors Andy, I would have saw some kind of change here. Got a change here for 5th and 6th place. Got a drag race down the front stretch across the start finishing because Andy's able to get around Matt there on the straight stretch. Can he keep it? Barely keeping control of that Subaru, allowing Matt to come back at him. Is Matt going to dive into the inside? Yes, he is. Is he going to overdrive it and then get a poor exit? Doesn't look like it. Oh, J-Mac. Just kissing the back end of that Ford Escort on that wall. English Andy here coming back. Coming down the hill. Staying right on this tail. Is he going to make a move going down the hill here? Or is he going to wait for another drag race? Definitely put his nose over there to the inside to make him think about it. Or at least to let him know that he's still there and maybe make a little mistake for braking. Here's we will see what's happening here. Let's get on board. And we'll get behind. Oh, he got a good run on him there, didn't he? Yeah, he definitely got a good run coming off of that final corner and made the pass stick. Here's where Matt came back at him last time. English Andy keeping it close. Rottenkraut has decided to take a pit stop. He's down to 14% of fuel and a soft set of tires. So for now, English Andy has kept that position. SBR is in 3rd place and he has a half-second penalty and definitely lost a little bit of time there going through that corner. So what happened here? I wonder. We probably can't see it. No, we don't know what happened. So we had a little battle there that we were getting excited to watch. Then missed something happen here between these two. This half second may be able to get Uncle Jesse to catch back up to him a little bit. I'm trying to think of where the penalty serving zone is. It's pretty close here. So this could have a good effect. Or a bad effect if you want to look at it. Good effect to us, so to get some closer racing going on. But here he'll serve his penalty and slow down. And see here, 2.9. There's a little bit of a slowdown, and it's allowing to claw back about a second. But not enough to get him back up on top of him so they can get back engaged with that race. Jim Shady just kind of cruising around here in first place. Looks like he is closing in on one of our back 12th place. Ooh, off the wall. Is he going to move out of the way or see what happens here? We could be moving to the inside. Not able to make the pass yet. Well, that's Ricky B. Okay. So our leader has gone around him already. Second place has put the moves on 12th, and he's around finally. So Ray Brago here is the next one to be caught up with by the first place driver. He's moving out of the way and hitting the brakes. I don't think he needed to get that far off the track, but that was nice. SBR has gotten a good bit of distance on Uncle Jesse, but his tires are looking pretty worse for wear, so looks like we're getting ready to take some pit stops here in the next few laps. For most of these drivers, I know Rotten Crowd has already taken his pit stop. See where everybody else stands. Uncle Jesse looks fine with tires and fuel for a few more laps. There's Ricky B going into the pits, so he has decided to pit, and he needed to because he was not going to make it out another lap. English Andy is able to go around one more time. Ricky B is falling back. J-Mac is in the pits too now. Chevy looking really good here. Rotten Crowd gets around him, and he's got a fresh set of tires and plenty of fuel. Don P back there getting a little squirrely from the looks of it. There you go, he's got it back under control. So Chevy, he can go quite a ways through this race with the fuel he's got. There's only 14 minutes left in fuel, and he's got plenty of fuel and tires. Is he going to try to do the unthinkable no-stop race? Maybe that's why he has stayed back. But he's 1 minute and 11 seconds off the lead, so I don't think he can even staying out. I don't think the leaders would having a pit let him get back up to the front. So we got SBR here in second place. He will need to pit soon. Jim Shady will probably come into the pits this round. He may have enough to go one more lap, but no reason for him to do that. No reason to risk it. Just go in. There he goes. He's going to get some tires and fuel and finish his race. SBR is coming through here. He too will probably come into the pits. And he does. He peels over to the left to go into the pits. Uncle Jesse here. He can stay out. He has plenty, but he's coming in too. No, he is not coming in, so he will assume the lead. His tires and his fuel will let him go a few more laps. So maybe he's trying to make it to the 10-minute mark, and then he can short fuel. SBR's got 33%, 40, 45, 40, 50, 55%. Thinking that will get him to the end of the race. So Uncle Jesse out here in the lead, followed by Matt. And then Jim Shady comes out in third place after being in the lead for quite a while, for the whole race until now. And he's making up some time on second place, so he should be able to get around him. And then he will resume the lead of the race here. Uncle Jesse, you can see just in the picture with 11 minutes and 40 seconds left in the race. Matt doesn't have to give way to him because this is a race for position. So he's not a back marker. This is for position. So he is free to defend that as he wishes. But I'm not sure how defensive he can get with the tires looking that scrappy. Got a good run on him there. Can he get around him? Sorry, keep it in the microphone here. He's going to get a good run out of this corner for sure. There he goes. He goes to the outside. Matt still has plenty of fuel left, but he may decide that that's... Nope, he stays out. Ricky B here, plenty of fuel left and new tires, so he's good to go. Uncle Jesse has not pitted yet. Jim Shady has been in the pits, so he is good to go to the end. Matt, I do not believe is good to go to the end. Ricky B, though, is. And SBR is as well. English Andy, more than enough. J-Mac, good shape to go. Rodenkraut's good to go. TP Chevy still pounding laps there in 9th place with tires and fuel. And I am convinced he is trying to do a no stopper. And no, he goes in. So he made a liar out of me, okay. So Don P here is good to go to the end of the race, as is Q and Ray. So Uncle Jesse will probably, we'll see what happens after this. He's either going to come in this lap or the next. His lap times have decreased. He will definitely lose the lead. He is 3 seconds ahead of Jim Shady, and then Jim Shady's 2 seconds ahead of Matt. Matt will probably have to go into the pits, so Uncle Jesse will fall back into the clutches here of Ricky B, most likely, and maybe behind him. So it'll be Uncle Jesse in first. Here we go. We're going to see Jim Shady in second. So Jesse decides to stay out. Now his fuel warning light is starting to flicker. Matt has come into the pits, and that moves Ricky B up into third place. So we have all three Ferraris back at the front end of this field. So I think, really your leader is Jim Shady. Ricky B is in second. So is he going, Uncle Jesse? I don't think he's going to be able to stay ahead of SBR. I think Uncle Jesse will probably fall back into fourth place after his pit stop. SBR has gone purple here, so he's definitely throwing down some good times. He got a 1:54. He's got the fastest lap of the race. So that definitely will put him onto the podium if he doesn't catch Ricky B. So yeah, okay, so Uncle Jesse has been caught by Jim Shady. And he will need to pit because his fuel warning light is flashing. So Jim Shady should just be able to relax and not push it to get around him. So he doesn't need to worry about pushing. He should be able to get around him here, but I don't think he knows the dire situation Jesse's in here with his fuel. There he goes. He's peeled off to go in. No, he has not. He has stayed out. Is he going to be able to make it one more lap on the fuel? He needs to change his fuel mapping, that's for sure. I don't think it's going to make it. We will monitor that situation. Ooh, getting a little tail end out there. Just checking through everybody else, see if anybody else is in a battle of any sorts. Oh, that's right. TP Chevy did go into the pits, so he's not trying a no-stop race here, so. Q here, getting ready to be lapped by Mr. Jim Shady. Well, not Jim Shady. There he is. Uncle Jesse here. Still a little bit of red there at the bottom of his fuel gauge. Sure, he is pedaling it through these. Let's see, hasn't really gotten on the throttle at all through here. He's got it in fourth gear, and he's not even. It's not even showing up on his tack. He definitely pushed it one lap too much. So yeah, he's definitely going to fall back into fourth, maybe even into. He'll fall back into fourth place, and he may fall back into fifth as he's fighting that wheel around that final two corners here. Hugging it to the inside, and this time he is not going in. Okay. Well, he knows his fuel usage better than I do. And on the inside, there goes around. Ricky B going around him. SBR is going to go around him as well. He is short shifting like a madman. 4 minutes left. Which means that's about 3 laps. Yep, because it's over 4 minutes for 2 laps, so that's 3 laps for most of these folks, and he is now flashing red and going up this hill. And I think he is out of fuel now, as he is coasting down the hill. Jim Shady is in first place, Ricky B in second. So this is your battle here, Ricky B in second and SBR in third. They've been kind of duking it out most of the race. Here we are. That Subaru definitely had some top end speed on it, so can he get around him here on the front stretch? Definitely in the slipstream. Is he going to be able to? He's going around the outside here. Could be defending on the inside of this left-hander. Can he keep it, or is SBR going to get a better run out of the corner? It looks like he does, as they go side by side to get through the death chicane here. SBR is on the outside. Oh, and Ricky B decides to fall back in line to make sure they both get through there. It says he hit the guardrail, but I'm not sure if he did or not. And Uncle Jesse here is coasting his way. Ray is trying to help him into the pits. a little bit of teamwork there, pushing that stricken Ferrari into the pits to get a little dash of fuel to get to the end of the race. We've got probably, let's see, one more lap. Let's see, where are we? Where are these drivers at? Let's see if anybody's. TPC Chevy's going to get across there, no problem. So, okay, so definitely Jim Shady will be going across the line to make one more lap. SBR has a 5.5 second penalty here from something. Ricky B will be able to probably catch him because we're getting ready to serve that penalty right here. Comes the penalty line right here. That'll slow him down as he's trying to accelerate out of that corner. That'll let Ricky B get a little bit of... He's catching him, but I don't think he's going to have enough speed to get around him. Definitely not. We're at 1 minute left to go. Less than a minute left to go, so... I'm trying to find these guys that are... going to catch the checkered flag. And we got Don P as he tries to drift it through that bottom there. Ray Baracco. I'm trying to find this one driver here that's getting ready to go across the line. Here we go, Rotten Kraut. I think he's going to be the first one to take the checkered flag here in 7th place. Is he going to... There he goes. He takes 7th place. Uncle Jesse here in 8th will be your next driver to cross the line at the finish. Had a pretty strong race going, the top 3 finish, but then just pushed it a little too much and ran out of fuel, dropping him down to 8th place. And across the line, he will come in 8th place. And here we go, TPC Chevy here in 9th, coming across the line in that Volvo Estate wagon. And here comes Don P. And here comes your winner, not Jim Shady, in 1st place. In 2nd place, SBR 22 in 2nd place. Followed by Ricky B in 3rd. Oh, looks like we do not have 4th and 5th place finished yet. English Andy's pushing him. Is he going to get around him? It's going to be a drag race to the finish line. Matt's on the inside. English Andy coming across. Who's it going to be? English Andy's got it. He comes across and cuts off Matt. So we get a 4th and 5th place. Good race to the finish line there. J-Mac here in 6th place. So there you have it. There's that. I think everybody has made it across. So good battle there for 4th and 5th place. Good win there for Jim Shady with the pole position, clean race. And so really good race there. A little bit of strategy. Some drivers trying to push it there. Jim Shady coming across in 1st place in the Ferrari Testarossa. SBR in the Impreza 98 model with the 153 fastest lap of the race in 2nd place. Ricky B in 3rd. English Andy coming across in 4th place there at the end, just beating out Matt across the line in 5th. J-Mac in 6th. Rottenkraut 7th. Uncle Jesse 8th. TP Chevy in 9th and Don P 10th. Q Sport here in 11th and Ray Brago in 12th place. So that will do it for this race. We will have one more race next week. I think that is the final race of this series. And if I knew where my phone was, I would tell you where we're going to be. But it is on the other side of the house here, so it's pretty good. Good race there. Got a little spread out there of bits and pieces, but overall had some good battles here and there. All right, here we go. Here's the Discord. Oh, you know what? If we just chill out here for a second, we'll see exactly where the race is going to be, because they take it to the next race. So we're Willow Springs International Raceway, Horse Thief Mile Reverse. Okay. Nobody's in there yet. This should be an interesting race. We don't normally race here too much. So should be fairly interesting. I don't think I can drive it on my controller. I don't know. Let's see. I suck at controller. All right, so here we go. Oh, it's reverse, so I'm not used to... Oh, penalty out of the pits right off the bat. It's just a lot of left, right, left. Not a lot of gear shifting to be done here. A lot of dirt to run off into. I think that'll be your only shift. Then you go downhill. Take a penalty. You can see a lot of people running off the track right there. Okay, I'm glad I'm not in this race. Those Ferraris are not going to be like this one, that's for sure. I think this will be a race for a Subaru or that little Ford. The Ford Escort. Maybe if Forfan comes in, he can get that Honda S2000 squared away and get it around this track pretty quick. Matt will probably do pretty good in that Nissan. Okay, here we go. Can you do it? I don't think you can go full steam through here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I guess they're done there. Okay, but that'll show you this will be an interesting race. It's going to be a lot of cars on and off the track. It's really short, so traffic could be an issue. Back markers will be an issue. Those big Ferraris will be an issue. I don't think that's a very good track for the Ferrari, so I think this one will definitely benefit the Subarus, the smaller cars. So, all right, well, I guess that does it for us this week. We will see you again next week. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you want to, and we'll see you next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to end the show. The stream is over, I got to go. Now is not the time to be sad. I'll be back, there's more streaming to be had. Fast Ginger will bring the best with an entertainment fest where friends are made and good times never fade. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like, you can even get notified.